on top of your head.
All right, let's go to work.
What do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
That doesn't even enter my consciousness.
I thought you said he was dead. He was. I checked his pulse.
Locking this paper in the closet. Huh? Open the door, Smoke! I've had a few.
A few what?
3 small beers.
Hello and welcome to the Talk Film Society Awards Show podcast. I am your co-host, Marcelo Pico, the editor-in-chief of Talk Film Society. And with me, as always, with us, as always, is the co-host of this show, Siobhan Irving. Hello, Siobhan.
You're listening to Shiv on Top, and MP make your PP go boing, boing, boing. Marcelo Pico on WMVE, the movie channel, your number one G-spot for all things Kino. Oh. Next up, counting down the top times actresses let it all hang out on the red carpet. Yes, the girls have been letting the girls out and getting extra slutty with it these last few years, and I'll tell you what, I am all here for it. And of course, we're here talking with our guest, Tommy Marinara, ready to spill that sauce all over. He's the big TM, the Titty Meister, the Terminator machine, ready to analyze exactly where to analyze. He's the host of Cinema to the Letter, and he's letting her do it all, baby. He's also the host of Marco Polo, an Adult Swim podcast, and you know he's skinny dipping with the honeys. Thomas, how the hell are you?
Sorry, I don't have my soundboard ready for my awoogas and such, but I'm glad to be here.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey. Thomas, thanks for being here. And thank you, Siobhan, for that intro.
Yeah. Very fun.
Yeah.
How long will I keep that up? I don't know.
I think you've just dropped it. Oh, you mean like for the series? Because if folks
I
listen,
did it on the last episode.
Yeah, last episode. yeah. So I guess that's something you have to do for the next few episodes, Siobhan, until the very end.
We'll see.
Yeah. Thomas, first question to you, right off the bat. Do you think 2025 was a golden year for horror?
For horror, I would say, like, it was very good in terms of there's a couple of my top 10 movies that are horror movies. But I don't know, I think much like all the other movies of this year, it kind of felt like there was a weird kind of wane and rise kind of thing. It felt like there was peaks and valleys, truly. Severe droughts, plentiful harvests, it's a mixed bag, but when it was good, it was hitting pretty good.
Yeah. By the way, we're the prognosticators for this season for awards coverage. Siobhan and I. This is
take everything we say as gospel.
Absolutely.
Put it down on your Oscar bets.
Yeah.
Pump those bets up, all in. You are going to win big if you bet big.
Absolutely. We have got the Oscar season locked down. Okay, we're going to reveal this episode our picks for the best ensemble of the year, aka casting.
Yes, this is essentially the best casting award. It's our version of the best casting award.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the best casting category. We'll go in depth later in the episode. But I'm Marcelo. This is who I am. I enjoy films and the award season. Siobhan, who are you?
I'm Siobhan. This is who I am. I love the award season and films.
Okay. Thomas, who are you?
This is Thomas. I also like the award season and long walks on the beach.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. What's your favorite of the year?
My favorite, I think it's been this way since April. It's Sinners. I think speaking of like horror and how much like the highs were high, Sinners is like the absolute tippy top high. But like One Battle's right behind it, neck and neck. They're very close to the tops.
Why don't we jump to this question? I'm interested in your answer. Who do you think's going to win the Best Picture Oscar this year?
I would probably put my money on One Battle. It feels kind of like the vibes are heading toward PTA. It may be a case where, like P wins director and something else wins picture, but I would put it on One Battle, personally, at this point.
So you hear that, folks? Put all your money on One Battle after another.
And PTA director.
And PTA director. Yes. Siobhan, I've run out of questions. Feel free to ask Thomas whatever you want.
Thomas, what have you been watching lately over there?
Wait a sec. Whoa. Hey.
Wait, what? What's up?
What's happening now? Are we just jumping to this segment now? Are we skipping over? Are we skipping over the news? We have to talk about the news. All right.
Oh, the news. Thomas, what's the news?
Thomas, what's the news?
I don't know if I want to talk about the news right now, but
okay, hold on. Laser focus. Let's focus on the awards season.
Are there
news.
any videos you saw on social media?
No. So that's who we are. That's that segment done.
Right.
Next segment, the news. What has happened today, January 7th? Now I know, Thomas, you couldn't record yesterday because you were busy on the 6th, as you are on every January 6th.
Well, I have to celebrate, of course. Yes, it's everyone's favorite holiday.
Absolutely.
Right.
So we're happy you're here for this episode because we can talk about the news of today, of the 7th.
Right.
Big news. The SAG Awards, the Actors Awards nominations were revealed. Okay?
Yes.
Thomas, did you watch these as they were happening this morning?
Yes, I did watch these. They were happening with Janelle James, who I love from Abbott Elementary, and the guy from what's the show with the hot hockey players?
He did Rivalry.
He did Rivalry, yes. And bless them, very awkward banter, but they were able to get through it and have those announcements, which I found very interesting. I think there was a lot of things that felt pretty safe that I expected, and a couple things I was very thrown off by. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in more of a baffled way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, one thing I forgot to say in the last segment, talkfilmsociety.com/TFSAwards. /TFSAwards if you want to vote for the Talk Film Society Awards 13th annual happening in March. Whatever. Okay, so
I've done my part.
Yeah, Thomas, thank you. Siobhan, did you watch?
I have no idea who got nominated.
Okay, good. Okay, all right. You know what? Let's play a quick game. All right, Siobhan, the question is to you. Who do you think got snubbed today?
Got snubbed?
Yeah. So
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, DiCaprio did get nominated for best.
What the fuck do I know?
Michael
B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan got nominated.
In what category? Who got snubbed where?
I'm asking for a snub. This is the inverse of the prognostication game. Guess who didn't get any awards love today at the SAGs?
Jesus. Joel Edgerton.
You are correct. Joel Edgerton did not get nominated for Dreams. All right. Yeah, that's a big snub. Okay, another here. I'll give you the snubs. No international films were nominated for the SAGs.
Very true.
No Sentimental Value. No The Secret Agent. That's been the whole backlash of this today on the socials. I mean, Thomas, do you want to talk about that? Did you see any good international films this year?
I mean, I love The Secret Agent, and I'm on the spot here. Fuck.
No Other Choice.
I have not seen No Other Choice. I'm seeing that tomorrow.
Ooh.
I'm very excited for it.
Should have recorded this later, I guess.
But that's true.
You know what? Why even bother? Let's just stop.
This is a disaster. But yeah, I mean, I do agree that I think there should have been more, especially Wagner Moura for Secret Agent. I think it's baffling snub. I think phenomenal performance in that movie.
I still think he'll get the Oscar nom. I looked this up and I forget the actress's name from the Brazilian movie from last year who got the Oscar nomination and the Golden Globe award.
For I'm Still Here, right?
Yes. She did not get a SAG nomination, so I still think Wagner Moura is in the running.
There's a couple of nominees in here who I'm very sure will not get Oscar nominations, because usually if you look back, last year, there was at least a couple, one in every category at least, that's okay, that person did not go on, and I get why.
Yeah, let's theorize which one it is in each category real quick. So, lead performance by a male actor. Timothy Chalamet, DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Michael B. Jordan, Jesse Plemons. Siobhan, who do you think is the odd person out there?
Jesse Plemons.
Get him out of there. All right, next. Lead performance by a female actor. Jessie Buckley, Rose Byrne, Kate Hudson, Chase Infinity, Emma Stone. Thomas, who do you think's the odd person out there?
All love to Kate Hudson, but what the fuck? Really?
Well, what is she in? What was that?
Song Blue.
Sure. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I've not seen that movie yet. It interests me and the person who I live with. Yeah.
Right. I have not seen that either, but I did get my aunt's review when she saw it on New Year's Day, which was she watched about halfway through, and then she was like, I can't fucking take this, and then she went and got a drink with my cousin.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Supporting performance by a male actor in a supporting role. I said supporting twice. Miles Caton, Benicio del Toro, Jacob Elordi, Paul Mescal, and Sean Penn. Whose turn is it? Siobhan, who's the odd person out there?
Unfortunately, I do think it's Miles Canton.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But he should be. Like, it's absurd that he is being looked over.
Yeah.
For the record, my hope for the odd one out is Paul Mescal. I love Paul, but not a performance I liked very much.
Yeah, Mescal. I don't have issues with Hamnet. I just think there are weaker parts of that movie that I don't think should be as recognized as other parts of that movie. Yeah. One of them being Jacob here. Paul Mescal. Jacob Elordi. Hey, Freudian slip. We were just talking about him in the last episode, Siobhan. I'm happy he's getting recognition. Once again, he's nominated here for Frankenstein. So I think he's going to go for sure. Be Oscar nominated. Maybe all the way. We'll see. All right. Performance by a female actor in a supporting role. Who's the odd person out? Odessa Azion, Marty Supreme, Ariana Grande, Wicked for Good, Amy Madigan, Weapons, Wunmi Mosaka, Sinners, and Tiana Taylor, One Battle After Another. Thomas, who do you think the odd person out is?
I really would like it to be Ariana Grande, but my fear is that it's Amy Madigan, and I would not like that. I think it would be so cool if she got that fucking supporting actress nomination.
I mean, Siobhan, you picked Amy Madigan as your choice.
I think she'll win. I think she'll win the Oscars. I don't think it's her. I don't know who it is out of that lineup. Maybe they got that one right, because that sounds about right to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of agree. If anybody is the odd person out, maybe Odessa for Marty Supreme.
I Odessa's the one that sounded the weirdest, but
maybe. Okay, and this ties into the topic of the week: outstanding performance by a cast in a motion picture. All right, the question goes out to the both of you, so either one can answer this. Who's the odd cast ensemble out? Is it Frankenstein? Is it Hamnet? Marty Supreme? One Battle After Another? Or Sinners?
I think it's probably Frankenstein of those five.
None of them, but yeah, it's Frankenstein in terms of actors, because I think we're only going to get Jacob Elordi. I'd be surprised if Oscar Isaac also got nominated. He could. Mike Goth won't. But Oscar Isaac could be, but I don't think he will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we'll talk about the casting category later, but I don't know. Yeah, if it were me, I would maybe switch Frankenstein or Hamnet. Oh, you know what? I'd get Hamnet out, and
I would.
Yeah, and I'd put Weapons in for casting.
Hell yeah.
I think that's the possible dark horse in that category for casting. We'll see though. So, all right. And that's it. That's all that's worth talking about when it comes to the Actors Award, not the SAGs. I'm not calling them those anymore.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they want to just distance themselves from the word SAG.
Get rid of the name that's like easier to remember. It's just a great idea and a great rebranding.
Maybe it's because I'm rewatching Community, but this reminds me of when on the television show Community they picked their mascot and they ended up being the human beings. And this is just the actor. Like some faceless creature is like on that statue now. All right. That's the news. All right. Now,
all the news that's fit to print. Up next, our favorite segment, of course, is what is that you have been watching over there. We always sandwich our guests. We use a hockey puck to go to decide who goes first between me and Marcelo. Marcelo, what do you want? Actually, I'll pick. I want heads. It's heads.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to go first.
All right, go ahead.
Best ensemble. No. What I've been watching: Aztec Batman, Clash of Empires, or should I say, Batman Azteca, Choque de Imperios. I wanted to watch this before our animated episode. I was not able to, but I'm glad I watched it now. It is very interesting. It's a cool take on Batman set in Aztecan times, like 1400s, something like that. Conquistadors led by Hernan Cortez come to the Aztec Empire and start slaughtering in the name of God and King Charles, and a young newly orphaned Yohuali Cotl escapes to Tenochtitlan and trains for years and takes up the costume of the bat god Xenocon to get his revenge. The way they incorporate the Batman characters is the most interesting part about this. It's in interesting ways. Like I mentioned, Hernan Cortez. I didn't know he was a Batman villain until halfway through the movie when a woman dressed as a jaguar slashes half of his face off, and so Hernan Cortez, he's now got a major scarring on half of his face, mirroring his two-faced nature, where he betrayed the Aztecans. There's a crazy witch with green skin and red hair that communes with plants in the forest. And there's a certain funky-haired fella that gets cast out of society, which he finally realized he lived in one.
Oh, fuck, Clock King's in this?
Clock King?
Yeah, that's a Batman villain.
Is it? I've never heard of that one.
A very obscure Batman villain. That was kind of the joke, yeah.
I believe that's who Sebastian Stan's playing in the in the Batman Part 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Joker's story is really fucked up in this movie. It's surprisingly dark. But anyway, I think
they made a fucked up Joker story?
Wow.
No, this one's extra fucked up. Anyway,
oh.
I thought the thing that's most interesting about this, once its novelty wears off, it's kind of whatever, but it's fun for a while. But anyway, the thing that's most interesting about this is kind of the future of WB, because last year WB gave its animation over to a lot of different studios in different countries. This is a legitimate half production with Mexican animation studio Anima. Then there was also a Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League, which was a legitimate half production with a Japanese anime studio. And then they also had the Tom and Jerry movie, Tom and Jerry Forbidden Compass, which was a legitimate production by a Chinese studio to make an extremely Chinese Tom and Jerry movie. So I think that stuff's fascinating. And also, we're at the time where the pipeline is over. So movies that would have been greenlit in the pre-James Gunn era, they're out. I think this was the last one. So I'm very curious where DC animated films go from here, both with the James Gunn in charge thing and the Netflix thing. Because I feel like Netflix is going to want to pump them out, but I don't know if James Gunn's going to have his stamp of approval on it by contractual obligation. I don't know. I think it's actually really fascinating because these were coming out 1 to 2 every single year. And it doesn't necessarily seem like that's going to happen. We do not know what the next one is. So anyway, just a very curious thing that I think it's worth looking into. And finally, I watched Wicked for Good.
Oh yes, finally.
Just a dark, sappy, boring, sloppy tragedy slog of bullshit, man.
Preach.
Things start bad and they get increasingly worse for 2.5 hours. The movie's over.
Yep.
They probably listened a little bit on the color palette and the brightness. It's a little better to look at. It's even though it's darker, it's a nicer looking movie. But the only time I pepped up during that entire 7.5 hour runtime was Jeff Goldblum's little musical number, but it's like 3 minutes. It's like 2 minutes long, if that. Like, it's the only little bit of whimsy. Like, it's just over in a flash. Like, and it was just such a fucking bummer, but it was good for when it lasted. Yeah, Wicked for good, not good. More like Wicked for not good.
Oh shit!
Is what I said.
Print it.
Now.
Oh, are we doing it now? Is it happening now?
Guess. Now, I have a new segment
Strap in.
called Gollum and Smeagol's Deagle Memorial Regal Cinemeagle presents
Okay, yeah. Thomas doesn't know about this.
The Desolation of Backlog. That's what this week's episode is. Now, I have not had enough time to finish last week's movie. This is being recorded pretty shortly after last week's episode, but I will have them both done by next episode we record. We're about to decide what movie I'm going to watch next, okay?
Okay.
First off, the two of you are going to be facing off together.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Now, since you're the guest, I would like you to choose, Thomas. Would you like to play a game of... What is fastest here? A game of fear or a game of desire?
I will face my fear.
A game of fear. Okay, that is very interesting. And it's also really short. So, which is good. So, a game of fear. Choose your combatant to help you in this journey, to represent you in this fight. Thomas, would you like Gandalf the Grey, the wizened wizard, leader of the Fellowship, Gimli, dwarf of the Lonely Mountain, Aragorn, the Strider, Aragorn's dead, I forgot. Not Aragorn, forget Aragorn. Gimli, dwarf of the Lonely Mountain, Boromir, High Warden of the White Tower, Frodo Baggins, bearer of the White Ring, who so far has killed Legolas and Aragorn, Merry Brandybuck, Master of Buckland, Pippin Took, heir to the Thane of the Shire, or Samwise Gamgee, Frodo's pathetic, sad little fat fucking gardener.
And current SAG president. Yeah. I am going to take Gimli's axe and go with him.
Who? Gimli? Y'all, you're taking
Gimli.
Gimli's axe. Okay.
Yes.
Marcelo, who's your fighter?
I'm going to choose the person who so far has killed 2 of the Fellowship so far, Frodo.
You're taking Okay. So, I have one single question for you. It is whoever gets it right without going over.
Price is Right rules.
How many films are there in the Ring franchise between Japan and America? Whoever likes to go first, go ahead.
Thomas, you go first.
And this is theatrical films. I think that would be 10?
I'm going to say 8.
There are 14
wow.
films in the Ring franchise.
Okay. All right.
That blew my mind. I had no goddamn idea when I found that out the other day. So it looks like
Oh, no.
Frodo Baggins has fallen in battle. Gimli has cleaved Frodo Baggins straight down the middle in half.
You know
The
what?
bearer of the One Ring.
I'm glad this is happening because Frodo should die for killing those
Right.
his 2 friends.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Frodo Baggins is dead. That means we have to watch an Elijah Wood movie.
Okay.
Marcelo, you were representing him, so you get to choose. Do I watch The Faculty or Open Windows?
Oh, ooh. Okay. Open Windows, I don't think I've seen. I think, because we'll get into it when I talk about what I've been watching.
Sasha Grey, porn star.
Sometimes I forget I watch movies, if it's been more than 10 years.
The Girlfriend Experiment, I believe.
Or The Faculty, which I recently saw, 2 years ago, again, and it held up. You know what? It'll give us an excuse to talk about Robert Rodriguez, so The Faculty.
The Faculty. Interesting. I actually wasn't expecting that. All right, thank you both for playing. Gollum and Smeagol's Deagle Memorial Regal Cinemeagle presents The Desolation of Backlog. That's my new game.
Cool.
All right.
I love that I won and then didn't win. That's interesting. Okay.
All right, Thomas.
Well, your guy won, but
But I didn't get to choose. Okay. Whatever.
it's weird when there's a different person playing. It makes sense when it's just me and Marcelo that it works that way.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what?
Hey, you got to save Gimli's life. That's what you did.
Exactly.
That's true.
And you killed Frodo, somebody who should be dead. All right, Thomas.
Pay for his crimes finally, yeah.
It's your turn now, Thomas. Tell us what you've been watching there recently.
Well, recently, I figured we were doing this ensemble category, and usually during this kind of like Oscar season, I like to catch up on Best Picture winners I haven't seen before. So I decided to go all the way back to 1932 to pick Grand Hotel. Which is a very interesting movie for two reasons. One, I believe it is still the only movie where it was nominated for Best Picture as its only Oscar and won. The only nomination received that for that entire thing. That's never happened again. And also, I mainly knew it because it was prominently referenced in a later Best Picture winner, one of my favorite Best Picture winners, The Apartment. It's the movie that Jack Lemmon is desperately trying to watch on his TV. Before getting interrupted from his chicken wings. And it is a big ensemble movie that's about a bunch of people who are staying at the titular Grand Hotel. That includes people like Greta Garbo, who plays a dancer that's in a depression. John Barrymore, who plays a baron who's low on money and is trying to get some. A very young Joan Crawford, who plays a stenographer for the director of the hotel, Wallace Beery. And Lionel Barrymore, who plays a guy that's basically been diagnosed as like, oh, he's going to be dying within weeks. So he is just enjoying his last days in the Grand Hotel. And it's a really like sort of engaging tragic comedy where there's a lot of, like antics that are going on with the characters. I think Lionel Barrymore particularly has some of the best stuff with some of his wacky sort of like drunken antics. He has some great 30s era drunk acting in here. And also, this was the first movie I'd ever seen with Greta Garbo in it, someone who I was just culturally aware of but never seen in a movie. And hot take, incredibly beautiful woman to see on screen, incredibly talented screen presence, wonderful. This is where the phrase, I want to be alone comes from, which I've heard referenced many times in other movies, but it's very iconic here. I get why it's kind of up there and presented. And I think this movie kind of has gotten downplayed because of sort of like, oh, it was a weird win. There were other bigger movies like The Champ, which Wallace Beery won a Best Acting Oscar for that same night, is like much more champion, and this movie kind of feels, a lot of people dismiss it as like a lesser Best Picture winner, but I think it's quite enjoyable, incredibly fun. It's on the Criterion collection, it's Criterion Channel currently, so I'd recommend watching it there, along with the other movie I saw, which is Megadoc, the documentary about the making of Megalopolis, the Francis Ford Coppola massive, epic, disaster, fascinating failure that I truly love. What a fucking weird, kind of bad, but kind of great movie. And this documentary is a very interesting sort of look at what goes on a set like this, where it's Francis Ford Coppola bankrolling it, but he also has to live with the mistakes of his, production, mainly casting Shia LaBeouf. I swear, like, at least 60% of the documentary is about Shia LaBeouf being a fucking stupid asshole, and Francis is so upset with it, and it's so fun to see. Anytime, just
worth it.
Yeah.
The final product.
I mean, to be fair, he's great in the movie. I'm not saying he's bad in the movie, but also I completely see why, just like, yeah, man, this was probably a mistake, because this guy is famously incredibly difficult to deal with. Like, there's so many points where he just comes up to Francis, and Francis is asking him just like, okay, what do you think I get out of this? Love? No, that's not what I get out of this. Money? No, I don't get any money out of this. What do you think I get out of this? Like, it's shit like that. It's so funny to watch. But also other interesting things, like how Adam Driver, Natalie Emmanuel kind of like don't like to be photographed while they're on set like this, like don't kind of get away from Mike Figgis, who's the director's camera, and try to like not be seen. And also other people who are very frank and open about how weird this process is, like John Voight just being like, I've never worked on a production like this. It's so bizarre. Yeah, I think it's an incredible fun watch, especially if you have seen Megalopolis. It kind of fills in some back details. If you haven't, it might intrigue you even more to see it. Especially if also, for the biggest other thing, Aubrey Plaza is amazing. Every time she pops up, like most of her interviews are done in front of a red curtain, and she's got a wine glass, and she's just like fucking shooting off strays at people in so many funny ways. Like she's just going off and off at one point about Frank. It's like, oh, he's great, he's wonderful, he's incredibly insecure, and yeah, it's a great time. Just like shit like that. So yeah, that's also on Criterion Channel. I would recommend seeing that as well.
Was that a production like thing that was being made alongside the film, or is this after the fact?
No, Mike Figgis is on set and also in the pre-production process. Like it is, okay. I mean, the biggest issue I have with it is that it's only about like an hour, 50 minutes long. It's like I could see like a fucking that 4-hour version of this movie. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did see it, and that's a complaint I have as well. It's just too short. If it were the length of those like Alien documentaries on the quadrilogy set from a while ago, that would be perfect.
Yeah, or even like those the Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th documentaries that are like 6 hours long. Yeah. It's like I'd fucking hell yeah.
Which we should do a commentary for, Siobhan. One of those.
I mean, I guess we have to do the Friday one.
Yeah, we have to. And then eventually we'll have to do the Halloween one when we do Halloween this year. All right. All right, is it my turn to talk about what is it that I've been watching over here?
I think so, unless Thomas has more.
Thomas, anything else?
No, that is all I had.
All right. Now, a continuation from last week. Making this story even shorter than the last time I talked about this. I found a notebook where I wrote, back in 2010, little handwritten reviews of films I watched at the time. I'm digging that out. Again, here in this episode, I'm going to read from this journal. It's going to be embarrassing, but it's going to be fun. So I'm going to pick out 3 semi-random reviews from 2010. I say semi-random because these are all connected because they're Oscar contenders of 2010. So here we go. The first one. I saw this November 26th, 2010. The Kids Are All Right. I wrote, in 2010, keep in mind, a simple family drama with the only hint of originality being the lesbian angle. Still, it's effective, but a tad run-of-the-mill. That's kind of harsh. I remember liking that movie, especially the performances. Yeah, by Mark Ruffalo and Julianne Moore. Very good.
No lesbian angle.
Again, I wrote this 15 years ago. All right, next movie. 127 Hours. I saw this on December 3rd, 2010. I wrote, great film. Franco gives a fantastic performance, and that's just the start.
Accurate.
Yeah. The style is fast and visual. Great direction by Boyle. I loved the change of video type. Oh yeah, I did. It looked like he used a different digital camera. Or changed the film type. Yeah, you idiot. I'm talking to myself right now. Yeah, of course. You don't need to go into that much lame detail. Like Slumdog Millionaire, it's a film to dissect for its experimental style. One of the best. I agree. And hey, perfect to talk about this now because hey, there's a great Danny Boyle film that came out in 2025 that is on my lists, my best of lists this year. So
yeah, I actually still have not seen 127 Hours for some reason. Just never caught it.
I think it's good.
And I assume you cut out about 4 pages of you just praising James Franco even further, right?
Right. Yeah. There are pages missing in this journal. And finally, here we go. Another controversial pick. Some would say, The Fighter. I saw this on December 18th, 2010.
Fighter, okay.
Very entertaining movie. The tone is almost perfect, and the cliches are handled within an original way. Okay, that is a mistake there. Christian Bale carries the movie and will win that Oscar. I was right about that.
You were right.
Win the Oscar for I did win.
Called it.
Yep. That movie has not sat well with me since watching it back 15 years ago. Yeah, I guess Bale's good. Also, Amy Adams is in that, right? I mean, she's always great.
I didn't even care for it at the time, but it is one that like really just dissipated from memory, from cultural memory. Like it's just gone.
Yeah, it's gone. But yeah, so that is my journal from 2010. Closing it this week. Hope you all enjoyed that. Stay tuned for more, possibly. I'm waiting on, listener reactions to see if I continue this segment. But yeah, that's it. That's it.
Well, actually, we have a listener right here. What do you think of it, Thomas?
I support embarrassing Marcelo further.
All right, awesome. Okay, I will keep doing that. The journal stays at least until at least for one more episode.
Maybe we also mix in movies that you are currently watching.
You know what? I don't.
That are relevant?
I don't like that idea. I want to just keep talking about movies I saw 15 years ago.
Well, it's because you don't watch movies very often these days, right?
No, I don't actually. No.
You started the first 3 episodes talking about your Fantastic Fest movies from 6 months ago. Now you're talking about movies from 15 years ago.
And then I'm gonna pull out movie tickets from 25 years ago. I saw this.
Find your old ticket stubs.
Men in Black from 1998.
You're gonna go through your clamshell VHSs that you had as a child.
All right, and that is that segment. That is it that we have been watching over here. All right, and now for the big boy, for the topic of the week.
The main event, the fastest we've ever gotten to the main event, I dare say.
I think so.
The big kahuna.
Best ensemble, aka best casting. All right, Siobhan, how do we do this? Who goes first?
Well,
who's being sandwiched?
We always sandwich our guests, baby. Double sandwich, of course. Double the meat. So
delicious.
I guess I chose the hockey flip last time, so I guess it's your turn to choose.
I'm gonna choose Sonic's friend.
Sonic's friend, who's at the tails, and it is tails. So you choose the right, whether you want to go first or last.
You know what? I went second last episode. Let me go first. I will make a fool of myself first. I will get this list locked in right now. Okay, it's all good. I am ready to present my picks for best ensemble. 5. Just to make it clear, I have 5. I think y'all have 5 too.
Yes.
I'm going to name some honorable mentions. Here we go. I have just 2 honorable mentions for best ensemble. Number 1, sentimental value. I dig the movie a lot. I don't think I love it as much as other people, but I will say the casting choices: Stellan Skarsgård, Renette. I forget how to say her last name. Let me pull up the cast of Sentimental Value since I'm talking about them right now. It is aptly cast because you feel like this family is actually a family. Renette Reinsve, Stellan Skarsgård,
yeah, I think.
Reinsve, yeah. Igna Idolsdotter Lilalos, sorry, and Elle Fanning. The characters playing daughters feel like daughters. Skarsgård feels like that father figure, and Elle Fanning just comes in like a hurricane and is different from everybody else in the movie. I love the cast of this, even though the movie itself I wish I loved a bit more. So that's one honorable mention. The other honorable mention, I gotta shout this out: The Long Walk. The mere fact that it made me care so much about so many people, at once. So many faces.
That's a good call.
I'm yeah, I as we see these kids fall, one by one, by just terrible ways. You see a death, every 10 minutes in this movie. I care, because, it doesn't matter how long I've been with these characters. I think right off the bat, they're kind of already there. They're for the brief moment that we meet some of these characters, that they're flesh and bone. There's so much that happens with so little screen time with these characters. So shout out to that huge cast, especially Hoffman and David Johnson at the end. Spoiler alert. But yeah, that's my other honorable mention. Now for my 5. I was going back and forth, and I think this 5 is locked in. I was debating about this 5th one, but I gotta go with my gut. My number 5 favorite is Weapons. Now, I liked Weapons a lot. Going back, I need to see it again. But going back thinking about it, like the one thing that really kept me thinking about like the reasons why I love the movie is because of that cast. Yes, it's been said. Even Zach Cregger has said it. It's his Magnolia. I get that. I get that feel. I get that vibe. And I think he's written some amazing characters. And I think the casting choices are like impeccable. They're brilliant. You know, from Amy Madigan to like Josh Brolin, Julia Garner, from top to bottom, from like every supporting player, like is like amazing, well suited, and the way the script divvies up these characters and makes each one like the lead of like their own like little, essentially like kind of like short film within this movie. They all have segments that they truly shine in. So love it. And sort of like a mini cameo that I liked was seeing like Justin Long in the movie for a brief moment. I'm like, yes, perfect. Good job, Zach Cregger. So that's my number 5. Weapons, my number 4. It's gotta be, I mean, it's gonna keep happening over and over. One battle after another. There's no denying this is one of the best movies of the year, one of the best casts of the year. I have a feeling one of you might talk about it too, so I'll just keep it brief. Like maybe the find, like the discovery, like the one star of this movie that I think will have like a long, fruitful career is like Chase Infinity. The mere fact, I mean, if we're giving out casting awards, like that alone kind of like it seals One Battle After Another's like casting nomination for the Oscar. Is just finding her, like Chase Infinity. That's amazing. The cast overall incredible. So that's One Battle After Another. Next, you gotta Wake Up the Dead Man. That's right, it's Wake Up Dead Man. Rian Johnson. He knows how to cast him. He knows what he's doing with these Knives Out movies. This was no exception. I talked about this last episode too when I talked about the cinematographer Stephen Gedland. I think this Glass Onion. I think this Knives Out movie might be the best one. That's the thought that keeps rolling through my head. Is this the best one? This might be the best one because I think it does so much in terms of like score, cinematography, direction, acting, script, like better than the last two. And in terms of casting, yeah, it's Daniel Craig. I mean, great as always. You're always going to have a Knives Out movie with Daniel Craig. But Josh O'Connor, essentially the lead, great performance. And then going through the entire cast, Glenn Close, who I shouted out my supporting performances list, maybe the best performance of any actor in a Knives Out movie, maybe. And yeah, the rest of the cast, exceptional. Andrew Scott made me laugh with his right-wing novelist. So, yeah, great cast. My number 2. Okay. I kind of felt bad for not including this movie on my last list for my cinematographer choices, but it's coming back. Black Bag by Steven Soderbergh.
There it is.
Yeah. I love this cast. Casting the two leads, Cate Blanchett and Michael Fassbender, right there, you've got gold. Like, boom. And my pet theory, and I don't remember if I've said this before on the season of the show, but I think Soderbergh kind of cast Fassbender as kind of a proxy of Soderbergh himself. I wish I had the bandwidth to kind of expand on this idea, but Fassbender's kind of playing like a Soderbergh-esque character, kind of like methodical, quiet to a point. Whereas like maybe the same type of frames, glasses as Soderbergh too. Anyway, that's beyond the point here. The rest of the cast, one of my favorites, who I shouted out in my supporting performances episode, was Marissa Abela playing Clarissa. sensational. I think she's on what's that show, Industry, which I've heard good things about, which I think I need to watch now because she's on it, because I'm already a fan of hers. Tom Burke, Naomi Harris, and the rest of the cast. Yeah, I love Black Bag, and I think I might talk about this later in the season, but the scene with all these characters having dinner, that right there, that is a big reason why this is on here for me. So that's Black Bag number 2. Number 1, what a surprise. What a surprise. If you make a movie that makes me think, oh, this is like a good take on a Demon Knight or or any other like monster movie that has like a group of survivors, like a Night of the Living Dead, Sinners. That's my number 1 of the year. This cast, I love it. I rewatched it a few weeks ago, and I think the most recent rewatch really stuck. The aspect that stuck out for me were those performances. Was this amazing cast that was all gathered together, including I think it was my number 1 supporting performer of the year, Miles Catton. Again, talking about fines. Apparently, this is the first time he's performed in a movie. One of the best finds of the year. I hope he has a long, fruitful career too. Love it. And you two might talk about it.
The movie.
Yeah. He lives to be like 90 years old. So yeah, I'll leave it at that because I'm gonna guess one of you will also put this on your list. But yeah, Sinners number 1, ensemble for me, aka casting. But that is me. Those are my picks. I am done talking.
Very solid picks.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I think now it goes to Thomas, right?
Yep, the sandwichy.
Yeah.
Yes, the meat of the sandwich for sure. Yes.
Delicious.
The condiments too. 'Cause, I mean, it's just all the stuff in the middle.
Yeah.
Gotcha, Jan. Well, I'll go ahead and do mine. I have my honorable mentions as well. But before I even get to that, I really wanted to emphasize that, like, my criteria for this was a true, like, no role is miscast. To quote a very famous idiom, there are no small parts kind of thing with, like, the movies that came out last year. So my honorable mentions for that would include Roofman. I think an incredible ensemble. A lot of, like, really fun people, like, popping up in here, but they're led wonderfully by Dunst and Channing Tatum, but a lot of fun people involved. Hedda.
I really wanted that one too, but I just think I couldn't fit it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that. Hedda, the Nia DaCosta movie, which I recently watched, like, earlier this week, and I found a very underrated one in terms of, like, the whole awards game, but led by Tessa Thompson, of course, and there's also really great supporting roles from, like, Nina Haas and Imogen Poots. But that movie is all about, like, it takes place at one night during a party, and every single party goer has, like, a very distinctive kind of look to them, where even if they don't have, like, a lot of lines, you can kind of, like, point them out, and I think an incredible ensemble there. And then I think for, a type of movie that does not really get a lot of love for casting, Superman, I think, is very underrated in this regard, where just everybody down that list from, like, Corn Sweat at the top, and Brosnahan, but all the way down to, like, Skylar Gisondo or some of, like, the smaller, like, cameo appearances even didn't feel distracting to me. I just think, like, an incredible, like, list of a massive, giant group of people, all perfectly cast. But I'll go ahead and get into my 5. My number 5 is one that, I don't know got, like, that much love necessarily in terms of it had, like, a decent box office reception and a lot of people really liked it, but this is a movie I just keep thinking back to, and especially in an age where comedy is very sort of second class in the theaters. The Naked Gun, I think, has some of the best comedy casting of a movie in a long time. Neeson is perfect to take on, like, the Leslie Nielsen kind of turn, and Pamela Anderson right alongside him, just, like, going back and forth so well. But you got Paul Walter Hauser, Danny Houston, CCH Pounder, everybody there. Just, like, such a perfect group. Even, like, all the way down, Buster Rhymes showing up, very fun performance from him. You got the Snowman, of course, an incredible, daring casting of that Snowman in that film. But even, like, there's some cameos in there that I think are also well implemented, and everybody gets the joke. Everybody gets exactly how to play it so super serious to make it, like, so funny. I don't think there's a weak link in that connection for me. Every single person just like nails that specific kind of comedy, which is often hard to do. Up next, a movie that was previously discussed, but I couldn't help but have it here, One Battle After Another. I mean, the big people have gotten their flowers: DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Jason Finity, Del Toro, Tiana Taylor. But that's another movie where just like when you keep going down the line, like Tony Goldwyn's so good in that movie, Jim Downey delivering some of the best lines, so some heater stuff. Even Alana Haim having her small role with Harris. There's even like the guy who plays the assassin who has the whole like no more pussy line, like that kind of shit. Just like every single person, once again, like perfectly implemented, perfectly cast. Everyone has a distinctive sort of like moment or even just look that really like makes them stand out. And it's an incredibly like just a great example of what casting can be when you have just like no wasted part, once again, with any of those people. My next one is another one. This one was very divisive when it came out, but I really think I rewatched it recently. I think this movie is just like something that really like affected me emotionally, and a big reason is the casting. Mike Flanagan's The Life of Chuck, which kind of got lost in this year, I think, because it came out like in the middle of the summer, even though it had like the audience award at TIFF or whatever, and it was poised to potentially be an Oscar runner. Not at all, but it's a shame because I think this movie has a very interesting task with like the unique premise of it, which I won't go into too much detail about since this was underseen, I think, kind of criminally. But basically, every single character has to kind of fit within the titular character's kind of mind in some way, and I think every single person does a beautiful job of exemplifying that, like Chiwetel Ejiofor, Karen Gillan, Mia Sara. I really like this Mark Hamill performance. I haven't liked some of his live action stuff. Like, say, I wasn't a huge fan of him in The Long Walk. I think he was the weak link in that. But I think he's incredible in this movie. And especially the casting of the three different people who play Chuck at different times in his life. Tom Hiddleston, of course, Jacob Tremblay, and Cody Flanagan, I think feels so natural as sort of a progression for that guy. Of just like from child all the way to adulthood. It's kind of seamless to me. But, you know, and of course, there's a lot of regulars that Flanagan likes to cast, like Kate Siegel, Raul Coley, Harvey Gillen, some other people who pop up, like David Dastmalchian, I think, has one of the funnier lines in the movie. And also Quentin Tarantino's favorite actor, Matthew Lillard, I think has a stellar, like, one-scene performance in this movie. Carl Lumley, another one of the Mike Flanagan regulars. Just every single person really fits within the ensemble. Even, like, Heather Langenkamp fucking shows up in this movie, and she's great. It's just, everybody fits, especially for kind of, like, the weird sort of, like, the life of this guy and, like, the memories that he has. Like, all these different people fit as sort of, like, distinctive enough to where you could see why Chuck would kind of, like, remember these people so fondly. My number 2, which might be perhaps a bit of an upset considering some of the things I said earlier, is Sinners, which I think has incredibly, you know, a wonderful cast. Once again, a lot of people have gotten their flowers. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, Miles Canton. Was very glad to see him get his nomination earlier today. But even other, like, once again, going on down the line, Omar Benson Miller, I think, is incredible in that movie. Delroy Lindo, when's he bad, but incredibly well used. Even, like, the Buddy Guy casting is, like, stellar. Like, the moment he showed up, I'm like, oh, of course. That makes so much sense for, like, the older version of Canton's character. Even, like, in that smaller role that's literally, like, during the credits of that movie, it still is, like, so crucially important. And everybody also knows to, like, take this, once again, like, incredibly seriously, despite the fact that, like, oh, it's ultimately a vampire movie or whatever. Everybody knows to, like, really keep the fact that, like, this is an actual serious drama where we have supernatural beings in it. Like, you know, Jack O'Connell and his group, including Lola Kirk, who I think is a really fun presence in there as well. Just, like, everybody, like, treats this material very seriously, but also it feels very lived in. All those characters feel like they would naturally, like, know each other or have been from, like, the same kind of area. And, yeah, I think incredible casting there. But my number 1 here is a movie, you know, it's exemplified of, like, this director and his previous work has had incredible casting, especially just an eclectic mix of people and doing such a great job with it. It's Marty Supreme. I just think, like, Marty Supreme has one of the most stellar weirdly stacked cast. Like, it's stacked, but in a way where it's like one of those weird sandwiches from like a Scooby-Doo episode where it's like, how is this even standing? But somehow is. With like, Timmy obviously getting a lot of flowers. Love him. Hope he wins Best Actor, honestly. And Paltrow's great. Odessa Zion is incredible. But having the audacity to be like, yeah, we'll cast Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, gritty New York director Abel Ferrara, and Penn Jillette, and Tyler the Creator, and just like an incredible mix of people who are just like perfect for the part. That's what works so well about like the Safdie casting in general. It's just every person feels appropriate for the part, even if they're not naturally actors. Just whatever. They fit perfectly for this role, so let's put them in there. And it never feels like too stunt casty. It never feels too just like, oh, we're doing this to be kind of quirky or original. It just feels like actually like this is the person who we feel embodies that part perfectly. And I feel like, yeah, that one is another one all the way down the line. No weak link to me. Just an incredible, eclectic mix of fucking weirdos who I'm all for.
Mm. Wow.
Very good.
Solid.
Very good. Very good.
Solid picks from a solid player.
Thank you.
Have to shout out the insanity that Kevin O'Leary has been saying lately.
Yeah.
How he...
It's all over.
Yeah. How
he's perfect casting for that part.
How he improvised that vampire line and how he loved spanking Timothée Chalamet on the butt.
I think how he learned that he loves movie theaters by going to see this movie.
Right?
What a weirdo. All right. Siobhan, I think it's up to you now. Bring it home.
It's up to me now to finally save this. Shout outs to Eddington. Everybody's very well done there. Caught Stealing. Very odd, eclectic mix of characters that all bring their own thing to the film. I think it's worth shouting out Caught Stealing. I wouldn't feel good if it weren't mentioned. Marcelo, you mentioned Long Walk, and I could not believe I didn't think of Long Walk. It should be on my list. It should be on my 5, but I didn't want to make that switch.
No, I'm sorry.
But yeah, everybody's fantastic. And then honorable mention. I pulled this off at the very last second as Thomas was talking. Sinners. If there's anything I should reward this movie for in my head, it's the casting. And yet I don't know. It just doesn't. I might be being a little contrarian here. Like, I honestly can't.
You?
But no, like on purpose this time.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't usually do it on purpose. But I feel like there's something in me that's like pulling me away from the One Battles and the Sinners. And I'm not quite sure what it is. I mean, maybe that's just my own dumbass nature. But yeah, I don't know. Everybody in Sinners is fabulous. Just lots of great faces that I didn't know or didn't know they were that good. I'll be honest, I do not like the main vampire guy. I don't like him. I don't think he was the one drawback to me. But everybody else, fantastic. Anyway, into the actual list. The thing I pulled Sinners off for, number 5, highest to lowest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would not call any one single performance in there exceptional. What I would say is that every single person there gets it. They are all there for a Spike Lee film that is like this weird Shakespearean drama also. And they just gel together and with the material and with the setting and the camera. They just all gel together so fantastically. It is the performances ultimately that make that film work, I think. It's the people on the screen. Number 4. Number 4. Thunderbolts asterisk.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
look, shut up.
No, I'm not saying anything.
No, look, going into this film, I felt nothing. I did not give a shit. I saw that cast of all the characters smushed together on the poster, and I was like, whatever, this looks so boring. Who are any of these people? And I expected nothing from this film. And by the end of it, I was like, I thought that this was a crew that was on par with the Guardians. There is so much heart here, so much chemistry between everybody. Everybody's got their own little quirks that they bring to the table. And I think there's real standouts, especially Florence Pugh and the guy that becomes the like villain for a minute at the end, but he's a good guy.
Lewis Pullman.
Whatever. Sure. And yeah, Bill's kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just exceedingly charmed by this entire cast. They spend like the first, I don't know, they spend like the whole thing just doing like a really cramped road trip together, basically. And it's just it's charmed. Charmed is the word. Charmed. I think everybody just worked together beautifully. And I don't think we're going to, but I would love to see this crew together again. I would truly love it. Number 3, Luca Guadagnino's After the Hunt.
Wow.
Yeah. Thomas doesn't like any of my picks. No, this is like one great performance after another. This is like I don't know, 5-6 actors giving like virtuoso, amazing performances. Julia Roberts being the key among them, but the names. Her husband from Call Me by Your Name.
Michael Stuhlbarg.
Michael Stuhlbarg. He's fantastic. This is the best casting of Io Debris, I think, in film, of her short film career so far.
Well, you haven't seen Ella McKay yet, though.
I guess that's true. Andrew Garfield, fantastic. Very interesting choice to cast Andrew Garfield, and I think he really nails it. Number 2, Steve. Netflix's Steve, starring Cillian Murphy. This is an ensemble film. Steve goes about his reform school and deals with all these troubled kids in a way. It's a film full of troubled students in a way like the kids in like The Long Walk. Like you just get a big cadre of fantastic child performances. Well, teen performances. And the main 2 casts would be Tracy Ullman and Cillian Murphy. They are knock you out perfect. And then the kids, the main kid that they kind of center on, I do not know his name. He is a newcomer. He's a revelation in the same way that Miles Canton is, I would say. And then just the rest of the kids, they have their own quirks. They bring something to the table. They all work together so well. Like this type of like I don't know, team performance or whatever. Like they just have to gel together well, and they do. Just tons of different emotions on display at all times from different characters. Like all of them are giving their own miniature, impressive performances, really, no matter how much screen time they have. Like we'll hop back and forth and they're doing completely different things and doing them all well. Number 1, I think when I think of ensemble, this is the most ensemble film of the year in my eyes. That is Weapons. 2025, directed by Zach Cregger. I think from the top down, everybody nails it. Everybody gels together really well. It is unique casting. It's odd casting in a lot of places. I think everybody Everybody brings it. Everybody knows what movie they're in. They all get their time to shine. From the weirdo meth head all the way up to Kelly Gardner and Josh Brolin hanging out in the car. It's fabulous stuff. Fabulous stuff all around. The kids. I mean, geez.
The kids.
And that's scary.
Yeah.
They're scary as hell, those kids.
Yeah.
They did a fabulous job, those kids.
Doing like the airplane run. Yeah.
The airplane run? Are you kidding me? That's iconic. People are going to be doing that for years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all on those kids. All right. Those are my picks. 5-1.
Hell yeah. Woo. Oh my God. Siobhan, another great moment in podcast history is you delivering those picks. So
Thanks.
I say with love, a very Siobhan list.
Shut up. Shut up.
Very distinct.
But hey, I love that some of our picks cross over. I'm glad to see Weapons as your number one, Siobhan. And Thomas, Sinners, right? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One Battle as well.
One Battle, yeah. So,
and Weapons was definitely an honorable mention before you mentioned it on your thing. And I'm like, okay, it's already, people have said it.
Yeah. All right, so I think that's it. Best ensemble, aka casting, done. No more picks to talk about. We can move on to the next and find.
No, slow down there, buddy.
What?
Picks of our own to talk about. We've said all 15 of our picks plus our 21 honorable mentions. But we actually 24. We actually have a Discord, talkfilmsociety.com/Discord, where we go and we ask everybody there to give their input on the topic of the week. Talkfilmsociety.com/Discord to go in the Talk Awards channel, and I type out what are your top 5 best ensembles, and we have people here that have responded. Richard Gear Solid says for ensemble. He says the Phoenician Scheme. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we got to move over here and look at something else. Hold on. Got to do some scrolling here. You can't expect me not to have to scroll. And then Hollywood Noah Cassidy, superstar. He brings us One Battle After Another, a normal choice. Marty Supreme, a normal choice. No Other Choice. No, I can't believe none of us said that. EFUS.
Yeah.
And Wake Up, Dead Man.
Wake up. Dead man. Wake up.
Zephyr. Wake up. Hey, get up, dead man. Zephyr, fly away on my Zephyr. Zephyr says for ensemble, Wake Up, Dead Man. By the way, I believe Zephyr and Hollywood Noah Cassidy mean to say, Wake Up, Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. Zephyr continues on. Sinners. OBAA. I believe she means One Battle After Another, wasting my time and yours. The Phoenician Scheme. She actually put the in front of the Phoenician Scheme. That's impressive.
She's back.
And then I guess our last one here. I do have to give a preface. This is friend of the site, Sam Shot First.
Oh, here we go.
He previously hosted a podcast called Can't Believe It, where he talked about every single film, dedicated an episode to every single film that Keanu Reeves is in. His mind was warped. He became obsessed with Keanu Reeves and everybody that ever worked with him. We cannot trust him on his opinions as long as there is any sort of tenuous connection to Keanu Reeves. And we just like to point that out. You can make your own, you can come to your own judgments, I suppose.
Due diligence about bias, yeah. Yeah, true
Do
reporting.
you believe Sam Shaw First said these answers in good faith? Okay.
Right.
Acting ensemble. Now, I did a lot of work here. I looked around a lot of IMDb here, trying to find connections. So if there are more, I didn't click on every single name because there are hundreds in each movie, you know. So, look, Sam might have deeper, you know, tendrils in this world and know more than I do, but based on, like, you know, the top billed people, I was not able to find too many connections, but I didn't say zero. I said not too many.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So
it's an open case.
The ones that are safe. The ones that are safe that Sam Shot First, friend of the site, picked. Weapons. The Long Walk.
Hey.
J. Kelly.
Woo.
That was a failure from you, Marcel.
I mean,
I thought you were, I really thought you were going to pick that one, yeah.
It was on my mind. It was like number 8. So I definitely did think about it, but did not.
Right, it was on your mind. You left like one room and went to another and had a flashback of you watching J. Kelly for the 16th time.
I've only seen that movie 4 times, Thomas. How dare you?
Right.
Yeah.
Only. One bite after another. Now here is where Sam slips up. Sam also says Sinners. Now, if we go to the cast of Sinners, we'll find the man Delroy Lindo. And if we look up Delroy Lindo's career, we'll find out that Delroy Lindo starred in 2 films with Keanu Reeves himself. He starred in The Devil's Advocate, and he starred in Feeling Minnesota. Now, we know for sure that Sam particularly loves Delroy Lindo in this film because he nominated him for one of his best supporting performances on that episode. So, the fact that he's trying the same thing twice is what really upsets me here. But
we're on to you, Sam.
I really can only give him one party foul this episode.
Okay.
But I wish I could give more. And I just gotta say, I am gravely disappointed this time.
Yeah.
Like this feels personal. That Delroy Lindo double connection, like it feels personal. It hurts me. But look, Sam Shot First, friend of the site. You're a friend of the site. We value you. We love you. You're going to be on the show, and we're going to talk to you, and we're going to We are going to
incriminate you.
We're going to interrogate you until you incriminate yourself. On this show. But for now, that is the Discord segment. TalkFilmSociety.com/Discord. Get in on the fun. I'm not going to hurt you like I do Sam Shot First. TalkFilmSociety.com/Discord.
And that's the Talk Film Society Discord promise. We will not hurt you like we hurt Sam Van Haren. All right. So that's it. Best ensemble, best canceling. Yeah, well,
Good
incredible.
dude, yeah. Sam's great.
Those are our picks and the Discord's picks for best ensemble, aka casting. But now, it's time.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes,
though,
go
about
ahead.
This?
Yeah.
We haven't really talked about like with this award. It's so interesting because we're on the precipice of a new Oscar category. That's such a rare thing.
That's right.
I'm really curious. How do you all think they're gonna like really judge this? Do you think it's gonna go like SAG, or what do you think they're gonna like look for with this, with like the Oscars?
Yeah, I was gonna open it up. I think that right now is a perfect time to talk about it. I'll say quickly. I think I may have mentioned this maybe on the show, but I heard on a podcast that the people at the Academy who are like kind of delegating how this casting award is being handled, they talk about it's less of an ensemble award and it's more of okay, who beyond like the main cast, like the top 10 players, like the smaller roles, like how are those filled out? So it's more encompassing apparently than just like the actor award on like best ensemble category. So
but I assume
it should go.
Right, but I assume the nominee is going to be just the casting director, right? It's like they're not going to nominate like everybody. Okay.
Yes. Officially, it's going to be the casting director who's going to be nominated. Okay. Yeah.
And
gotcha.
I also have a few, like, I have a thing, like, I don't know, you look up casting directors, right? And, like, they've cast 900,000 movies, each of them. So like there's going to like this is a brand new award. We've got people that have been long careers in casting, have cast so many iconic films, and have made so many connections. Made careers.
Yeah,
made people's careers.
Yes.
Like I have to think that is going to factor in somehow. I have to think that whatever this lady, she cast me in my first movie. I owe her everything. I'm going to vote for her, or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I agree with that. It's interesting also just because, like, casting director is such an underrated job in general. Like, the only casting director I could name off the top of my head is Andrea Romano, who, it's not even, like, film-specific, but she's the lady who cast every single one of those, like, 90s to 2000s DC shows that, like, Bruce Timm did. She cast, like, everybody in those fucking shows. And that's, like, somebody who, when you think about, like, oh my god, that incredible roster of talent for that, just that series of shows alone. So yeah, I really like that idea. I'm curious also if it's going to be like, is it the acting branch that mainly votes for it, or everybody who exactly?
I was also curious, what's the branch that puts this together? Did they make a new casting branch?
I think they made a new casting branch. Let me do a quick search of this. And I want to do this. We can talk more about this after we play the prognostication game, because we will talk about some of the casting directors who might be nominated. So let's put a pin in this discussion, let's play this game, and then we'll come back. Okay. So here's how it goes. I'm using IndieWire. This is powered by IndieWire, this segment. As of December 31st, 2025, these are their picks. 5 picks for what they think will get nominated for the Best Casting Oscar. The inaugural Best Casting Oscar. They pick 5. So we're going to go back and forth. Thomas, you're our guest. You go first. So have at it. There are 5 frontrunners, according to IndieWire. Just name a movie you think is in their top 5.
One Battle After Another.
One Battle After Another is on their list. Siobhan?
Sinners.
Sinners is on their list. All right, Thomas?
Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme is on their list.
Shit.
All right, Siobhan?
Gets a little harder now. I think... Let's go with fucking Hamnet.
Hamnet is on this list.
Wow.
So, before we go back to Thomas, so far, Thomas, you got One Battle After Another, Marty Supreme. Siobhan, you got Sinners and Hamnet. Thomas, can you name the 5th movie on this list, according to IndieWire, their prediction of who will be nominated for Best Casting Oscar?
The Secret Agent?
Secret Agent is not on the list, on the top 5. It is in the contender section, which is the tier below.
Okay.
So it's, I guess they placed it at number 7. So not The Secret Agent. Siobhan?
Wicked for Good.
Wicked for Good is on the list. That means
oh shit!
Siobhan wins the game 3-2.
Nicely done.
Congratulations. So the frontrunners, according to IndieWire, are Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Wicked for Good. I want to go through the list of contenders, the tier down, basically 6 through 10. They have Frankenstein, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sarat, and Weapons. So I want to talk about this. So Weapons, I think I mentioned this an episode or 2 ago. A name that sticks out for me, next to Weapons, casting director Allison Jones. Allison Jones, I've seen in credits for such movies as The 40-Year-Old Virgin, I think Anchorman, basically all the Apatow movies from the 2000s.
Oh, wow.
She casted Freaks and Geeks.
Wow.
So she's kind of responsible for a lot of the 2000s comedy era.
Yeah.
And if it's based on what you said, the like below the line people, whatever, like I think Weapons really deserves to be on there.
Yeah.
I
A
think so.
real
People
shout.
are really in Hamnet. Like that feels
Right.
like it's a 4-person movie to me.
I mean, I think
Are
it's
that many?
there's a fair amount of people in there, yeah. But I mean, a real shout out to Wicked for Good for Mansion to do that, despite the fact that they have so much bad casting in that movie.
I didn't say this earlier when Siobhan was just shitting on Wicked for Good.
Yeah.
I like that movie just fine. Okay, not as good as the first one. And I think the time to nominate that for best casting would have been the first movie. I think the second movie for sure.
You know, I would have put up less of a fuss about the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second movie doesn't use all of its cast, from the first movie, and it seems smaller, and it doesn't seem as like lively.
I mean, what really clinched it was Coleman Domingo having 5 lines as the cowardly lion. I think that really,
that
really clinched
stuff.
it. Yes.
Really. God, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd rather not see Wicked for Good in this category. I'd rather see something like The Secret Agent or Sentimental Value or Weapons. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, let's talk about what might happen now. Okay, here's the segment where we predict who's going to win the best casting Oscar.
Sinners.
Okay. All right, Siobhan does not waste any time. Siobhan says, Sinners.
That feels like the award for it. That Sinners, like of those top nominees, like I don't know how you could give it to something else.
Mm-hmm. Thomas, what do you think? Who do you think is going to win the best casting Oscar?
I think I'm going to go with One Battle After Another on this.
Okay, yeah, one battle after another. You know what? I'm just gonna.
It's also good too. You got like Jungle Pussy in there. It's fun.
Yeah, and hey,
Right. The perfect person for the part, Jungle Pussy as themselves.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm pointing out to the stadium crowd. I'm gonna say Marty Supreme will win the casting Oscar.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
I mean, a film filled with faces, and
Yeah.
I think that this is the same casting director who cast Uncut Gems. So what a force of nature, just giving us these faces of real people. And,
I will say, bless the casting director for that movie, but I think that award should go to that one guy from Uncut Gems who also plays Albo Ferrar's Toady in the movie. He should go up and accept the award, I think. He would be this fucking guy.
Yeah, this fucking guy. Jennifer Vendetti is the Marty Supreme casting director. The One Battle After Another casting director is Cassandra Kulukundis. And the Sinners casting director is Francine Maisler. So there you go.
That's another thing. The casting director is a very female dominant sort of job in Hollywood.
It is,
so
yeah.
it'll also be interesting to see. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Hamnet casting director is Nina Gold. Will she take home the gold on Oscar night? We'll just have to wait and see. All right. That's it. Any final thoughts on the casting Oscar ensembles, Thomas, as we wrap up the show?
I really look forward to seeing how this category shakes out, because as someone who's followed the award stuff for most of my life that I've been interested in movies, it's interesting to just be on the precipice of just a new category. That's such an interesting, rare thing to be a part of. When was the last time they implemented a new category into the Oscars?
The sound ones, but that doesn't even really.
But those don't really count because you already had the history of knowing what typically wins best sound. This one is truly we have no idea. We have no idea what they're doing.
And then in 2 years we'll have the new Best Stunts award for the Oscars, right?
Oh,
hell yeah!
Which it's so exciting.
Weird thing about the SAGs that they had nominations, but they didn't announce those at the ceremony thing, which I thought was kind of bullshit.
Oh yeah. You know what? Let me pull that up real quick because I would like to shout out the stunt people who were nominated for the actor.
Ballerina?
1 second as I pull this up.
My favorite stunt of the year is in One Battle After Another, when the man tries to, or when Leo tries to jump across the rooftop and he ends up in the
that's an incredible stunt. Yeah.
I rewound that and frame by frame, and I saw exactly how they did it, and I was like, "This is brilliant! Like, that was great."
Okay, any guesses? Let's play a quick game. So, Siobhan, you guessed One Battle After Another. It is on the list. Thomas, you want to take a guess of, or you might already know, the best stunt ensemble.
I don't have it up, in fairness. I don't have it up.
Yeah, the best stunt ensemble. Take a guess of who's nominated at the Actor Awards, the SAGs.
You know what? I'm going to take a leap. I know a lot of people got thrown around in Frankenstein. So I'm going to go with Frankenstein.
Correct. Frankenstein nominated for best stunt ensemble.
Oh.
Siobhan, take another guess.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible, correct. Nominated for best ensemble. Stunt ensemble. Thomas, another guess?
Weapons?
Incorrect. Although it would have been a good pick. A lot of stunts in that movie.
Yeah, a lot of people running through fucking windows and shit, yeah.
Siobhan, want to take another guess?
From the World of John Wick Ballerina.
Incorrect. I'll just give you the rest. We don't need to do this anymore.
Hamnet? All the stunts in Hamnet?
Superman. 28 years later.
Not Superman, not 28 years later. Sinners.
A Long Walk.
Look, George Clooney does his own stunts in J. Kelly. Okay.
Look, that stunt guy who sat in the chair for Adam Sandler did a really good job.
Sinners is nominated, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the last one we haven't mentioned is, of course, F1.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. This will be the last thing I say about the Oscars this episode. I'm a little worried that F1 might get a Best Picture nomination. And I don't think I'd be happy about it. The lists I've read that have been trying to guess what the 10 will be this year. On some I've seen, they've been predicting F1 would get like the 9th or 10th slot. So
really, that feels very odd to me.
Yeah,
I know that's definitely gonna get a lot of technical stuff nominations, but I don't know about that Best Picture. I have not heard of it in that kind of race at all.
Yeah, hopefully everybody's wrong. All those predictions are wrong.
I like whatever if F1 gets in there. Like, I didn't like the movie, but I'm not gonna be that upset. And I don't foresee it happening. I didn't like the movie, but I'm not gonna really be that upset. One thing I'm a little worried about is maybe Avatar doesn't end up in there, and I would love Avatar to end up in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is a chance it won't get in. I have a feeling it won't get in. Yeah,
I know. I might, me too. But like I was like, I don't know, why not?
I think the big thing is, like, it seems that the sort of delineation I've heard a lot of is either Avatar or Wicked for Good, because of like the big sort of blockbustery pick. I have a lot of issues with Avatar Fire and Ash, but I would firmly prefer it to be that 10th slot over fucking Wicked for Good. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I would love to see, like, it was just an accident, or Sarat in there, or the secret agent in there. Like, that's just me. I think those...
real film.
I prefer those over, say, an Avatar, but that's just me. I'd be perfectly fine if Avatar was in that 10th slot. That's fine, too. But any last fears, Thomas, as we wrap up? What are you scared of, Oscar-wise?
Well, I mean, you have a couch where I can sit, talk about that. I mean, in terms of just the Oscars, though, I'm very, very scared by just potentially Wicked for Good. I think that's the big thing. Wicked for Good is like such a... It didn't help also. I saw Wicked for Good twice within like 48 hours due to family obligations. And it was not... It just really soured that movie even more in my mind. I just don't think that movie deserves much of anything. So I hope it gets as little as possible.
Gotcha. Siobhan, any fears?
Weapons Shutout.
Yeah.
I like, here's the thing. Here's the two things I want. I really want, obviously, Amy Madigan, and she's still my pick to win. But I also really want Zach Kreger for minimum writer. I really want that
yeah.
at least.
That's my hope, is that like an original screenplay, because that usually tends to be the like, you're the hip, cool one.
Yeah.
That we like, but we're not gonna like really like shower you with too much praise. That'd be silly. Wicked for Good needs these nominations.
Yes. Yes.
I'm quickly going through IndieWire's prediction for screenplay, for original screenplay. Their frontrunners are Jay Kelly, Marty Supreme, Sinners, Sentimental Value, and Sorry Baby. I like those a lot. I'm trying to see where they have weapons. They put weapons in the contender, so in the next tier below the top 5. So it's like in their 7th spot. So there's a chance. There's a chance, I'd say.
You're saying there's a chance.
Yes, there is. And on that note, referencing Dumb and Dumber, we're going to end.
Because I want to go out anytime I'm on the show.
We're going to end the show there. Thomas, you, as always, fantastic appearance. Another slam dunk.
A pleasure to be here as always with you too.
Yeah. Before we go, plugs. Where can the people listening find you online if you wish to be found online?
Well, you can find me at Not the Who's Tommy, mainly on Blue Sky, as well as Letterboxd. You can watch me be a fucking fiend on Letterboxd, posting shit all the time on that particular social media network. But you can also find me at Cinema to the Letter, which is my podcast that's on the Talk Film Society network. We're currently in a sort of flux state with the main feed because my co-host Brian has become a ghost. That's my canon, even though I've seen plenty of movies with him as of recent, he is a ghost. But while I'm kind of figuring things out, there is going to be a new season coming out later in 2026. I won't say exactly what it is, but these two, Siobhan and Marcelo, are scheduled to be on there for that particular next season that's coming. And in the meantime, I'm posting some stuff on the main feed that's like, some unlocks and stuff from the Patreon. Like, I think for around the time of like January or so, I'm going to put out our Muppet Show retrospective to come in line with the Muppet Show thing that's going to be on Disney Plus with Sabrina Carpenter. But on the Patreon, patreon.com/cinema2letter, I have plenty of new stuff that I've been posting every month, including audio reviews, where you all get to vote if you become a Cineast patron for whatever movie that we cover. And, I've had a lot of interesting guests on there that I've talked with movies about, like Marcelo, talking about One Battle After Another. You were the first one of those guests. And I might have some other people on, there on those audio reviews in the near future, put a pin in it. But I also should mention over there we have Marco Polo and Adult Swim podcast, where myself and Tori Tapina talk about randomly chosen Adult Swim things, and there might be also some interesting, guests that might be relevant to this show on that particular one coming soon. Hey. Including, I should mention Siobhan has been on previously on the show talking about her favorite shows, The Mighty Boosh, and Mary Shelley's Frankenhole, of course, your favorites.
Greg.
Right, old Greg. We talked about old Greg on there for sure. But yeah, you can sign up to that for $1 a month to become a patron fully, just $1 a month, and that gets you that, and also the massive back catalog of stuff, including, I should mention, I did communicate with the ghost of Brian recently, and we did record a long podcast where we talked about like Marty Supreme and Hamnet, Ella McKay, the biggest Oscar frontrunner possible. Yes. All of them over there once again at patreon.com/cinema2letter.
Excellent. Do that, folks. Siobhan, plugs, last words.
Well, you can currently find me at the Cinema to the Letter feed, where I joined Thomas and a guy named Sam to talk about the Man with No Name or Dollars trilogy.
Yes.
And
Brain's making new audio.
And if all goes well, I will have had 4 podcasts with Thomas out within the span of 1 month.
Whoa!
But we cannot count our chickens before they hatch. Mm-hmm. And then otherwise, you can follow me at Junk Blader on all of the socials you would like to. And I would like you to go to our Patreon, patreon.com/Talk Film Society, where Marcelo and I do movie commentaries. Right now we are in the middle of a long, so long zombie commentary series. We've got many up and many more to come.
Yeah.
And I think I want everybody to join the Discord, talkfilmsociety.com/Discord. It's free, it's fun. There's thousands of people in there. They love it. We're all fun. We're having a great time.
Hell yeah. As for me, talkfilmsociety.com/TFSAwards. Go there. Click the link to vote, either in the first round or the second round. If it's open, double check. I'm not sure when this episode's releasing exactly, but the ballot could be open. Vote for the best of the year. And the winners will be announced on March 6th, 2026. So, just 2 months away. And that's it. Thomas, again, thank you for coming on. Great.
Thank you for having me.
Great time as always. And now, Siobhan, let's end this like we end every single episode of this show. Hey. See you at the Actor Awards.
Actor Awards. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
We'll see you at the frickin' Oscars.
Oscars,
Actually,
baby.
No,
Nope.
we don't say that. We never say that. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.